Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Epic Games Fortnite issuing refunds for one of Peacemaker's dances because, well, we're going to talk about that. Why they're issuing the refund, what the dance means. And I want to warn you guys ahead of time. That's why we're actually re-recording this video. We want to warn you ahead of time that there are spoilers for Peacemaker Season 2 in this video. So if you haven't seen it, shut it off.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah.
If you don't care one way or the other, then you can listen. But we're going to talk about why they are refunding people's money on this controversial dance. So before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Go out to news.clownfishtv.com and sign up for notifications. And also, you can support the channel. $5 a month, get paywall content, helps us out. God knows YouTube isn't doing anything to help anybody out anymore, unless you're a big corporation. So
yeah, pretty much.
Thank you very
much. Pay a lot of money. So.
Pay a lot of money, right? Pay a lot of money, make a little money. That's how YouTube works. So thank you very much for that. So you've been warned, right? We're gonna rip the Band-Aid off. So Peacemaker Season 2, big plot twist, takes place on Earth X. And yeah, this is the timeline in which the Nazis won.
Right, which is funny because our son was telling us the other day, like we were talking about it, and he's like, oh, it's going to turn out that he's on, they all think it's going to turn out that he's on Earth X. And the Nazis had won and everything else. And he goes, that's probably why it's going to be the way it is. So that's how it turned out because it's a big fan theory for a while.
Yeah.
Turned out that's the case, hence the dance at the beginning where they're making the Nazi symbol.
Yep. So because of that, yeah, they had the dance in Fortnite, and apparently James Gunn was keeping it under wraps, and Epic didn't get the memo that this is what the plot twist was going to be. So they were selling the Nazi dance.
See, the thing is, in this case, he should have told them. And it would not surprise me if Epic wouldn't go after him for it because
I don't know.
Because they're tied to Disney too. And now remember, Disney wouldn't give, wouldn't support Twitter X because they were mad at Elon Musk's comments, but they're going to support Epic when they're posting a Nazi dance.
A Nazi dance.
It's really bad. He should have told them.
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be like, yeah, he does the dance, but it's supposed to be like a swastika, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if you wouldn't have told me, I wouldn't have even noticed, right? But
Yeah.
I thought it was like, is it because he's gyrating his hips? What's going on here? Now, look, Fortnite, it's so weird because it's a lot of kids play Fortnite, but Peacemaker definitely is not a kid-friendly show.
No.
But I think they're more worried about getting canceled by the Portland gang than they are whether or not kids think this is a Nazi dance. And again, it doesn't even, like, I never would have.
Well, given the context, it does not look good at Epic's end to keep that up. But unfortunately, I think that they either made you pay it with like gaming money or real money to buy it. To get the dance
with Nazi gold.
So now what are they doing? They said they're giving refunds.
Yeah, they're giving refunds. They said, as we inquire into our partner's creative intentions in this collab moat, assuming it's not coming back, we'll issue refunds in the next few days. So they are currently, and this is as of today, I guess, they're looking into was this supposed to be a Nazi dance or not? Definitively yes or no. But it looks to me like he's doing a swastika thing.
That's
they could just tweak it. They could just tweak it a little bit, right? I mean, I don't
think people are going to want it anyway because it's going to turn out, if you watch the show, I can't even be associated anywhere near it because if I am.
Yeah, that's okay. So we've got to a place now where you can't even objectively talk about Nazis without it making people incredibly upset. For years, we had freaking Hogan's Heroes, and everybody knew the Nazis were the bad guys, right? We knew this. Everybody knew this. Now it's like you can't even talk about Nazis because you might turn somebody into a Nazi. It's like Nazi cooties.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Hitler herpes. You're gonna
no one's saying it's a good thing. You know what I mean? But they said that, they were calling it the peaceful hips emote.
A peaceful hips emote. And now it's the Hitler emote. It says part of the collaboration with DC's Peacemaker's second season's airing right now. I'm pretty I mean, it's been a while since I've watched Peacemaker season 1. I actually like Peacemaker season 1. I haven't watched season 2 yet, but I am pretty sure that's a dance he does in the first season too. It's very similar to it. I don't know.
remember, but it might be completely unintentional. That's just his dance. Don't know. But
Okay. There's a theory. So it hasn't been confirmed yet. There's a theory. This specific dance move may be a subtle nod to Nazism and or a swastika. I'll stop you right there, and it's not quite as crazy as it sounds. It's coming from Forbes. Episode 6, plot twist. They're in Nazi America. And past that, there have been at least a dozen more hints. They're woven into the dimension that clued players in. This was a Nazi-based world. Yeah, everybody knew it. I mean, our son knew it, and everybody knew that that's what was going to happen. No American flags are shown till the end. A DC city name with an unusual German pronunciation, And they said that the dance in the beginning was also a clue. So, I don't know, guys. So they're yanking it apparently, but a lot of people are pissed off about this because they're like, do we really want to go there now, given the state of the country? But they were filming this thing how long ago?
but
Right?
notice that. Okay, they care now. But you know what I mean? You've been using it as an insult to throw around right and left. Like certain people have been using it as an insult to throw around right and left to places that mean anything anymore. Until
From left to right.
yeah,
Basically,
right?
yeah.
And then now it doesn't mean jack shit and until except the whole issue with Israel and Palestine. Now that some of those people that are really, really, really anti-Israel and they're being anti-Semitic on some levels themselves, it's okay now. They don't want to. They want to. They're going to use fascism now because they don't want to be called that, even if they act like it. But you're all mad about it now. And like you said, when we were kids, you knew that they were bad guys. Just they were bad. They were about World War II and they were bad. That's all you need to know.
So how this ends, I did see the clip on Twitter again. Spoiler, we've got a black character being chased around by all the white people. They're like, get her. It's a black woman. We got to get her.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was very like
But wait, but they
on the
hated,
nose.
so wait, it went from we hate Jewish people, now we hate black people. That seems
Yes.
like it seems like they're trying to insert things into what happened that didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you don't like black people either. Let's be honest. They wanted the Aryan race, and that's true. But I'm just like, I don't know. I just think he should have told them. How much is he
Probably.
laughing? If it turns out that's the case, well, how much fun was he having at their expense? Because every time somebody seemed to be doing those dances, he'd probably be like howling.
Yeah, so they're like chasing her around. I haven't seen the. I forgot her name. I haven't watched the show in a long time. But yeah, they make a comment. They're like, "Isn't it strange there are no people of color in this world? That is weird." And it cuts to this woman running from a bunch of white people who are gonna, take her out. I mean, they're literally like pulling the cars over, getting out of the cars, screaming, "There's a black person!"
But
getting
they
out of
wanted
the
to take her out. Wouldn't they just run after her with the car?
Yeah, you would think. You would think, but I don't know. I haven't watched yet. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it.
I give her
now.
credit for running because if somebody else has a larger chest, that's not exactly easy.
Well, yeah.
Hope there's a really good bra in there.
But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, they cancel it. So now we have anything that's like, I mean, it's so weird to see. I mean, in this case, like, look, the world is explicitly Nazi-run America, right? But I've seen so many things get canceled for even like a whiff of potential Nazism because it might make Portland offended, might offend Portland because we know.
I don't know. I just think at the end of the day, I don't really care what. I mean, Peacemaker hanging out on that, it being the way he is, that makes sense. Honestly, it tracks the character. It does. But, the fact that they didn't tell Epic that was what was going on, if that is the case, and they were selling these emotes, and they knew they were selling these emotes, I think Epic might have grounds to be like, what the hell?
Yeah,
at
might
that.
be the last collab they ever do.
Yeah,
DC.
I would be very, because if you knew and you didn't disclose that, that's very problematic of you.
So you know what's going to happen now, right? You're going to have like actual. Well, if it turns out it actually isn't a Nazi dance, you're going to have people doing this dance just to troll people because they're going to think it's an actual Nazi dance.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. They're not going to say it is.
No, they're not going to. They're going to
Because
say,
they're going to
well,
get probably in trouble for Epic Games. So they're probably going to say, no, totally wasn't our intention.
yeah.
You know, I mean, come on. I get why people were thinking it was definitely the intention.
I remember seeing some historical footage of Hitler doing this exact dance. Yeah.
I'm just saying you could see why they're thinking that's what that is. And in my opinion, I think that's what the intention is.
That probably is. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But there we go, guys. Offensive Fortnite dance. And there's so many things to be offended in Fortnite. And honestly, if you wouldn't have told anybody, they wouldn't have even. Like, I looked at him like, I don't see what the problem is. He's gyrating his hips. It's like,
Get the arm motions. I think that's going to be.
Oh my God. Did you see the clip of the woman that they had I don't even think it was a swastika. They had a swastika adjacent symbol in the tile of her basement or something. And she was like flipping out. Like she had to exorcise the Nazi demons from her house or something. Like she was going to get the.
It wasn't even a swastika?
No, it was like some other. It was like
swastikas existed for years before Nazis appropriated them for other things. Yeah.
But it wasn't a swastika. It was another symbol. And they had this whole big story about how she needed to, now I got to tear up my floors and stuff to get the potentially Nazi cooties out of my basement. And it's like people, and it was some white woman. It's like she had blonde hair. I'm like, you're a white woman with blonde hair. You are safe. Just so you know.
If I found that in my house, I would probably want to get rid of it too. But I wouldn't make a video and be like, "Hey guys."
She went to the news. She went to the local news station.
Fucking news.
She went to the local news station, so everybody knew she was an anti-racist Karen.
Why would they care? I mean, like if they didn't know it was in her basement, she took it out. No one would ever know.
I know, right?
What was, just so you know, I didn't put it there. Well, why would they be in your basement to begin with?
Now they just think she's stupid because it wasn't even a swastika.
It wasn't?
No.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Anyway. I thought there was Serena Williams getting mad about the cotton decoration in the bathroom. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Or in the hotel room.
That happened at one of the colleges. I remember there's a college professor said he had, I don't even think it was cotton. I think it was like milkweed or something on the table, and the students were getting mad because they thought he was like endorsing plantation workers or something. It was like, what are you doing? Why is everybody so crazy? Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Let's wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.